Alrighty, we are in mid-August down here in northeast New South Wales, and I'm going to update what's been going on. Thought I'd start down here because there's a lot going on. Like that 8 or so metres of mulch that I'm going to lay this afternoon. And I'll take you through it. First thing to mention is I removed every tree on the back row here. It's just too hot, not enough water, dry soil. So it's just too stressful for a lot of these trees. But there's shade down this end, so she's alright. That is my first papaya on there. Not bad. This one I'm gonna have to transplant, and I'll eventually transplant this one as well, because I'm gonna do an extra garden along this back row here, just until you hit that gum tree about over there. Bought a keat mango. It's $20. It's got a bit of scale, but I'm not too fast. It's already in flower. I'll give this one a water soon. Tamarilla's going pretty well. This one I got so many juicy fruit off. But we've had some really hot, windy weather, so nothing's looking too happy out here, and it's pretty dry. But nice big tamarillos. And there's more flowers. So apparently wants to produce all year round, this guy. What a good pick. Peace on Ceylon bananas, how are they doing? They're pretty small still. The bunch it's gotten bigger. Some neighbours have had their fruit finish, and they're only about 10 centimetres long, the fruit, so that's odd. It's probably because of just lack of water, too much heat. Really weird growth on this one here. Really weird growth. Banana going strong. It's the Cavendish. It's a ladyfinger. He's shot up so quick. He's only going to get even more bigger as we get more hot weather. Super dwarf Cavendish looking pretty good. Dragon fruit growing crazy. So yeah, much hotter than usual this time of year. It's 25 today. And we had a very warm July as well. Zucchinis, those tomatoes just randomly came up from seed. So we got sweet corn, eggplant, black Russian tomatoes, purple cabbage, and more eggplant just over there. We'll sort out these spaces sometime soon. Just adding compost from the pile all the way over there. DPM 25 banana, going crazy. I've already removed 3 pups, and I think there's like six or 7 still there. Yellow dragon fruit growing pretty fast up here. The other ones are starting to shoot up. She's alright. Yep. Take you down the other side. Really happy with my new addition here. That's another coconut palm. Got him for half price, so he'll shade the rest of these guys here really nicely. Since he's a palm, he's going to get tall and he's going to keep out of the way of the rest of the things. So he's a good addition. I don't know if this was here last time, but this is the extra mulch. Ice cream bean going nuts. Going nuts is what he's doing. Everything else is not too excited. Not too excited about living here at the moment. But, we do have rain on the horizon next week, and that should fix things up. But the next week's forecast is about 24 degrees. So that'll shoot things right into spring real quick. That's a new palm, it's a beetle nut palm. Now I think that's a bit of burning on the tips. Ow, a bit of burning there. But they are very hardy, those ones. So no need to worry. I was doing alright in full sun still. Jackfruit's leaves yellowing. Yellow ice cream bean needs some water. The fruit is still pretty small, but that's about probably around at least 50 red cherry guavas there. Also added a small amount of mulch just to give it some colour in this section. Now the mango does still have anthracnose, but it is pushing out a solid amount of flowers. It's burning off. That's the black. The anthracnose is black and it burns it off. Lemons, profuse, as usual. Now, other bowen mango here is flowering, just starting to flower. I think our Washington Navel's just finished for the year, and now he is reflowering. Tahitian lime, one there. Didn't get much off mandarins off this one. Yellow one, fair bit. Got to pick up those guys. That's a plum. Now what we've done here, we had 2 apple trees that weren't fruiting, and they're just taking up space. So we ripped out the big one here, ripped out the small one over there, and what's taken their place is a peach. It's a Charwell avocado, the best tasting, of course. And he's very happy in that spot. Now, one thing to mention, the soil here is extremely good. Like, I was really surprised. The soil is pretty incredible for clay. It's actually kind of sandy, honestly. That's the star fruit from the back end. Bit burnt. He's got new shoots. And still got oranges on the Valencia. It's the sour sop. Now this is a flooding area, so thought it'd be best to put him there. Give him heaps of water. Pomelo going pretty quick. Hawaiian guava, massive. That is the Djibouti Carver I had in the pot. I was pretty happy there. Lychee is still in flower. Nice new glossy leaves. There's a lot of fruit set on there too. That's the Taiso. These are the lemon cherry guavas. That's burnt from the heat. It was very windy in the past week and we had some 27 or so degree days, so rough. Full flower on the Haas avocado. It'll be ready to start opening real soon. The leaves are drooping a little bit, but giving it a bit of extra water. Babaco's almost ready. Pretty big. And he's shooting up real nice. It's one of the long ends from the back. He should be alright. It's a very moist spot there, so shouldn't be much time before he starts shooting up. That may be looking pretty good. Now, yeah, this new section here, did about a couple months ago, so it finished there before. Now it goes further around. I'll show you these first. Had a lot more leaves before last week. That's the Rollinia, still growing very fast. They do drop their leaves in winter. Grafted soursop, looking pretty good still. Maybe needs a bit of a water. We did get massive pineapples. They're pretty delicious. Yeah, Rhodocarbon, bloody well huge. It loves heat. Really loves heat. It's gotten so much bigger. It's got new shoots everywhere. It's crazy. I don't know if it'll flower though. I don't think it's gonna flower. But definitely next year. That's for sure. So this is one of the black sapotes from the back row. So again, they were having all their moisture sucked from the gum trees as well, and that was also contributing to the problem. And the gum tree had stuck its roots right where these guys' roots were, so made it very difficult. It's the Flying Tongue carambola. Now, when I planted this guy, he dropped all his leaves. So now he's reshooting. He's got new shoots there. He's got new shoots on every bit of branch. But it's a bit hard when it's been this hot. That's my seedling jackfruit. Nice shiny new leaves. Real happy with that. So we're mulching the shit out of this area too. I'm going to add more mulch over there just to give it some colour, as well as this one. It really did look better with the red. It's one of the philodendrons. Just going to let that grow up the gum tree. That'll look real nice, as well as some dragon fruit cuttings. Bananas growing pretty well just along here. Coconuts are a bit yellow. Gonna get rid of that branch. That's a Euodia. So I'm just doing some new native trees. This guy's in way too much sun. Macadamia's alright. New leaf on this guy. It's a yellow mangosteen, otherwise known as a native gardenia. Looks like a jackfruit. Really does look like a jackfruit when it's big. This one's going pretty good. That's the happy coconut there. I'll take you around. That's the China pear guava I had in the pot. He's pretty happy in the ground actually. He's taking full sunlight, no issues. Miracle fruit that's still looking shit. Yellow Jabrodi carver, not really growing yet, but we're going to lay a whole bunch of mulch and we'll see how they like it. Old mate bacon avocado is still recovering. It's the Panama berry. Got another Panama berry I recently bought, and I'll show you where I put him. It's another mulberry. These grow like weeds down here, so they're gonna become full-size trees in no time. Fuerte avocado, I meant. Just gotta thicken out his trunk and should be right. Soursop's starting to lose its leaves. I reckon we'll get some fruit off it this year. It's getting towards that size. Davo plum doing nothing. That's an ice cream bean. So that'll provide shade to the rest of these guys pretty soon because it's an extremely fast grower. And hopefully it'll nitrogen fix a lot of these other guys. That is the Ant-Man guava. It's a bit too much sun at the moment. But we'll mulch him and give him a solid watering. Should be happy. Longarm, starting to put on some new leaves. Canistel looking pretty damn good. It's the Abu. I replaced the old dead seedling. It's been there for 2 months or so. Not bad. That's a Parma mango. It's got purple skin. It's in flower. Got it in a really good spot. The soil's pretty decent for it. And no chance of anthracnose here. Because it's going to hit straight clay right below it. So not enough moisture for anthracnose to occur. It's a Mame seedling. Looking pretty decent there. Santol, nothing done yet. Reg Tut shooting. Get some fruit off this guy. That's the Kwai Muck from the back row. When I pulled him out, I hardly removed any roots, so he just went straight in, and he's still happy. Fig, yellow exile, about to shoot. It's pomegranate. Got him as a real cheap pickup. So he's shooting there now. That is a flickweed. That is not good. Jackfruit not doing much at all. That was a tomato seedling, Roma. Had fruit on it, then the dogs came by and snapped him in half. So, unlucky mate. Yep. Mulberry, as it says there. Shooting. My Grandma Charmer needs a water. I'll get to that later, but he's starting to put on new leaves. That's where I put the olive as well. Pretty decent spot for it. I'm going to put a Panama berry here, where I had that Rollinia seedling that died. Dragon fruit up there, hasn't grown yet. It's the Lily Mangosteen, hasn't done anything. So red ducker. Another red ducker. That's one of the DPM 25 bananas. And he's still alive. He does have a new shoot. But not the most favourable weather for a transplant. I did have him in a pot for about a week. Chucked him in, he was looking decent, but then we had this heat come by, and what else can you expect? The veggies. What do you have? Cauliflower. Now I didn't plant these, but they were planted too close together. Broccoli. What's that? Celery. Carrot, spinach. There's bok choy over there. It's the cauliflower and poor old what's his name? Kale. Poor old kale getting eaten to bits. Not ready for planting the dwarf Nathan. Wait for that seedling to pop up. What's going on over here? It's papaya. Starfruit looking pretty shit. We'll hit this whole section here with mulch. That'll make him happy again. Alright, I'll take you around here. I think that's the Thai white there. It's got new leaves, but they get them eaten again, so what can you do? What's that? Green sapote hasn't grown yet. That's one of my jackfruit seedlings. It's pretty happy there. Put the lychee. He didn't have a good time. He got burnt. I put him in a pot first when I transplanted. He got burnt. Pretty sure he's still alive. Oh, maybe he's a bit further down. I think he might be dead. Oh, that's a shame. I thought he was still alive. I haven't been home in 2 weeks. So. It's the NSW Spring. Again, just burning. Just burning. Otherwise, he's a real great looking seedling. Starfruit. It's over in the septic. Pulled him over here. Dragon fruit's grown a little bit. The yellow one has. That's another yellow mangosteen seedling. Dragon fruit hasn't grown. Lychee seedling, not bad. Reed avocado seedling. It's got leaves on him, so that's alright. The Relinia seedling was looking really good, but they don't like hot weather and low moisture. So it's the nectarine. I transplanted him. As soon as I transplanted him, started flowering, and he's going to fruit. And I removed a fair bit of soil and roots from him. Got ants all over me. Looking pretty good. Golden mango hasn't done nothing. Got heaps of growth on the macadamia. Pretty solid. So this is Gramachama. I've got another one on the front yard. They're a very nice hedge, and their fruit is delicious. It's one of the other Mame seedlings. Let's put on some new growth, but yeah, everything's just holding on at the moment. So until we get that rain, it's pretty rough out here. Alrighty, as you can see, it's taken me all day to do that mulch pile. It is done. And what I did there was taken out both the papayas, so put them in pots, and I've planted the Panama berry and the keat mango in the shittest of all shit soil. At least it's under almost a foot of mulch, and I mixed it with a compost with the clay soil when I put them in. So that's this end, and I'll take you over to where it's all been laid. Alrighty, check it out. Whole section has been finished. So that's a foot of mulch, and it's gonna decrease our need for water, and it's gonna make the soil beneath a lot better. So this has taken me all day, since about probably 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. And once you get to about down here, it's about 20 centimeters of mulch. So I think it looks great. And yeah, just keeping our path and floodway clear. Yeah, check that out. Pretty awesome. And we're going to stop on the right side of this path because it's likely that there's termites, or there will be termites in here, and we want to keep that away from the house. But yeah, we've got more mulch on the way, so this whole section down here is going to be mulched. I'm going to mulch around these bananas and that. All this is done here. And check it out. That one's got to be made red, so next load of mulch will colour that. And this one's got a bit of colouring to go. I think I'm going to put bricks along here, just to make the edging look nice for these bananas. Yeah, I've got all this part here to do still. That's transplant. It's a palm. And I put an Alexandria palm in its place. Oh yeah, and the papayas are... One of them's not too happy. The small one's not too happy. Just wilting a bit. Big fella's looking alright. He had a lot more roots. I pulled out the dead bowen that was in there, and now I've got a dwarf palmer in there. It's in the bag, so I have to put the pot height up a lot. These are nice and shaded for the most part, just here. I'll do a big ass guava. Oh yeah, quick one. Heaps of fruit on the lychee. Figs coming out. Heaps of fruit on the Haas. And those Babicos are going yellow, so they'll be ready soon. Djibouti carver's going nuts. And Mango's going nuts too. Looks like he's gotten rid of his anthracnose. And he's only got a little bit left. But yeah, that was a lot of work. Catch ya.